Hello. This will be a longer replay. We'll walk through the whole match at certain timestamps. This was also a Storm League game. The first thing I want to notice is the draft. This game, our first pick was the Haka. And after that, I know they picked Vala and something else. At that point in the draft, I remember I said, I think we're playing without a tank. And we picked Brightwing and Genji. And then after that, before that, we already were thinking about Abathur Genji. So after the second bans, we picked Abathur, and Greymin was, the pick was, we wanted something that can solo clear camps. So that's what we came up with. So we are playing without a tank. At the start of the game, the plan was, I'm not sure how well I explained it, but the plan was we just soak the lanes and Genji and Abathur look for kills. We also have 2 globals, so we want to invade camps. So this is a game of cat and mouse, where we are mostly the mouse, trying to run away from them, and then we become the cat when we outnumber them or when we are in an advantageous position to do so. This strategy was fairly well executed, so we'll look through it. I will not focus too much on execution of fights, but rather the execution of macro, so how we played the map. There were a lot of mistakes made, particularly me on Genji. I need to land some skill shots. I was dismounted many times, and I didn't notice it. So, but it's a long replay. Let's just focus on movement. Okay, at the start, as usual, clear waves. It's the basic stuff. We have a bit of a scuffle here. We fight a little bit, but we do the job. Alright, the wave is mostly cleared. We're backing off. Now, at this point, Genji is immediately moving top. Preemptive move, and we're getting on waves. Abathur is already soaking here. What I should have done is I should have called this intention right away, so Abathur has time to remove the hat, so he has it for the fight top. And also so that Brightwing knows that he can TP to come in for the kill. My communication on this was late. Also here, the Haka will use his lick a bit early. Should have waited for my slow, but we're not focusing on that, just communication. I communicated we're going in, probably too late because we don't have a hat at this point. The hat is here, and Brightwing will be delayed on his TP. Yeah, tongue missed. I mean, that's still okay, but ideally we want the slow from Genji first. So the Brightwing TP comes in. If I communicated this on time, we have the hat, we have the Brightwing. This is 100% dead Tassadar, even without the tongue. And we get scuffled here a bit. Our rotations are cut off. We end up getting a free kill because the Haka licks are amazing. Broken hero. Okay, here we're rotating mid. We have a TP. Genji comes in, misses the slow because he sucks. The Haka misses his tongue, and Genji misses his E because he sucks. So poor execution, but good rotations.
You're just in time for the...
Free kill, thank you very much. Should not have happened, but we'll take it. At this point, Genji is already moving bottom. Probably a late communication, but there is a moment that it is fixed. I believe I ask if we have a hat. I am told we do not. And so I say, okay, I wait. There is an important mistake by Genji, and that is he shows. Barely showed here, because Genji's a noob. Almost perfect vision control, almost perfect. Okay, we get ahead at some point. Not much happens, it's fine. Now we get a Brightwing TP.
The first seed is sprouted. Gather it, would you?
Waiting for the hat. Hat comes in. Immediate jump in. Again, missing slow because Genji sucks. Now at this point, we don't see them, but we had a good idea that they were not bottom just because they were clearing mid, and they did not come with Rhaegar, which is a very strange thing for them to do. So we check if Dahaka has Burrow, and we go for their camp, I believe.
I need help.
Yeah, because we have a good idea that they're somewhere in one of these. They were mid, they did not come down with Rhaegar, so we make a decision, we play for it. Also next objective is here, they should be here already. Amazing kill here. I don't know how this Greymane is alive. Another free hat kill. Thank you, Bunny. Good zoning here to allow Genji to finish the channeling without getting interrupted by a random fire. Okay, let's see what the camp did. Now, we are losing this soak actually, and we get a little bit pressure on the wall. Was it good? Don't know. Genji at this point wants to grab this soak. Let's see Genji's vision here, actually. The heal comes through. I was asking if we have a hat. I really only want this soak, not to go to waste. But maybe we can do something else. Head comes in. Some harass. Still didn't get that soak. Genji sucks, so he draws the minion aggro, so he can't lose his soak anyway. Maybe even could have gotten a kill, but it's fine.
Watch yourself.
My little seed is on the verge of...
Okay, so there's a bit of a scuffle top. We have an engage here. Genji sucks, misses his slow, because he's a noob. At least he lands his E. Spell armor OP. Still get the kill. Lose one. D'Artigo barely alive. Amazing auto attack. I would not have hit this. Like, no way I hit this shit there in the middle of all this crap. So we lose 2 heroes for 1. Bad trade for us. And at this point, I remember I clearly state we're fine. We're ahead on XP. We're good on structures. We have the Haka. We have Abathur soaking, so we're okay. Broken hero.
For the healing.
I wanted to stall, but wasn't in position to do so. We just killed it. This is our side. Ideally, this never happens, but we lost the fight.
We'll be there soon.
I get a bit of a fight here. We have the hat on time. Genji misses his E, because he sucks. Still get a kill. Broken heroes.
We must retreat. Spree.
At this point, I wanted to back. Brightwing, rightfully so, tells me he has a TP. So I stay, and we look for a rotation. We have 10s, they don't. This is a very good silver bullet. I could have wanted to wait, but if you land it, that's great. Big lick. Now, Rhaegar does have his cleanse, but he just misses it, lucky for us. Genji misses his slow because he sucks. Cleanse missed on Greymane instead of Diablo. Amazing polymorph timing. Amazing polymorph timing. And we get a kill. Cleanse probably saves him there. That's good for us.
Enhanced. Improved.
It
Clean
is
kill.
time.
At this point, we make a call to do their camp again because we got a kill on the Diablo.
I will join you soon.
We have a camp pushing here, but we don't really have a wave. I watched this replay before, and I wasn't sure if this was a good call or bad. It's kind of tough because we don't have a wave. We have nothing to tank it for us, and with heroes they can defend it. Maybe we can get a kill there. Maybe it was a bad call. I'm not sure.
Symbiotic link established.
We completely ignore the hero and do the camp. That's the correct choice. And now this is in a good position for us, but we are ahead on XP. And at this point, I believe I call that we don't want to force it. We just want to keep soaking.
Yes, we are gonna good thing together.
Yeah, so we just soak for a bit. We don't force it. There's no need. It's the same number of heroes. Again, this camp forced us to lose some XP. So, I'm not sure how valuable it is to steal the easy camp. I guess it removes pressure, but we end up losing XP for it. In the future, might need to adjust, or maybe just push while it tanks the wave. We just push instead. Something to keep in mind. I get a bit of a scuffle mid. Free kill. Amazing lick. Genji might have landed this low, I'm not sure. Is he slowed? Nope, he missed the slow. Maybe it landed? What is this low? 95%. Genji sucks, misses his E. Still get a kill. Broken heroes. I believe we do get a slow this time. No? Yeah, we got the slow. Or was it the Haka's E?
Mara, Mara.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Genji. 25%. And the Haka's, I think, is 30%, right? 30%, yeah. So we got the slow there. So after two people are dead, we can play for this.
Choose a counter.
Bit of poor positioning by Genji. Should be channeling from this side, so they cannot do this for free. Now we zone. We don't overchase. So here is a bit of perhaps miscommunication. I should have called earlier. But it's an awkward situation because we get a hat on a minion when there are 2 heroes bottom. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I mean, we already have someone to soak there in Brightwing. So I have to wait for the hat to come back up. We got nothing in the end. Maybe we couldn't have gotten anything in the end, but just something to keep in mind if heroes are in the one lane. We don't really want to hat a minion there. Bit of a scuffle here.
I am restored.
And here the objective is on their side. We have 2 seeds. There's no need to fight over it. We're ahead on XP. We definitely do not want to force a fight on the same talents when we're ahead on XP. So we just make a call to do the camp.
Don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
We didn't even bother stalling. Now at this point I call just push because they show top. We just want to push.
Earn victory.
We drop the camp. This is the correct thing to do. We get hat. I didn't notice I'm dismounted, so I waste my trait. This Genji sucks. We still keep going. Still get a kill. Broken heroes. This is some zoning here. Very good stuff. We get the free fort. Amazing. Amazing polymorph into Lick. Another kill. It's great. We call for the camp. The Haka burrows top to clear because Abathur cannot clear this alone. There's also have camps pushing on us. We're almost 16.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
We make a call to push. They're clearing this very well. We don't have a minion wave to tank. Very good by them. We back off. We got the 16s. We just want the seed. Oh, actually, yes, I guess I called the camp so we get some pressure with the seeds. And because this is on our side, their talent's down. It will be very hard for them to take this from us, so this is kind of free. There is no pressure. Probably my past self is reading the situation better than me currently.
On my way. A well-done victory.
It was a very good try. Didn't capitalize on it. And now they're in an awkward situation. They have all 3 waves pushing against them. Siege will keep pushing, and their talent's down. A little bit poor zoning here on our part. He didn't get it, so it was okay in the end. We finished this wave immediately. I believe I called to go bottom.
I am restored.
We're all hiding. They don't have vision of us. Which I call we just want one person to show bottom. We can see this from their point of view. they actually see me for a very long time. This Genji sucks. We still get a slow, I believe. Yep, we got the slow. A bit of a messed up situation, but yeah, that's fine. We move on. We get the full wall. Focusing the structure here, not really the heroes. And now the wave is mostly gone. I call 2 back. We get caught a little bit. We're still up talents, by the way.
Your healing is serviceable.
We finally leave.
Wonderful for you.
Just clearing waves. They catch up to us in 16 a while ago, but we're still very far ahead on XP. We don't want to force a fight. Genji clears a wave, backs. Maybe he could have died. Diablo self-healing broken, especially after 16 broken hero.
Just you know what
Now at this point we have pressure on all 3 lanes once more. Seed is on their side, very bad position for us. We're ahead on XP. The call is we don't want this seed, we just want to keep soaking and put pressure on structures. Genji gets a little bit impatient.
isn't nature.
We don't even contest their camps, we just don't want to give them a free fight. We don't want to give them a free fight on even talents and in a choke point place. Tasses are very good, Diablo amazing. We don't really want to fight them 5v5 at all, really, with our comp. We get an amazing lick into kill, just a free kill for no reason. We get sucked into a fight with the Ghost Uther that can heal them still. We're low. There's a camp pushing against us. We still have pressure bottom. We're almost 20. Genji gets caught. That's a very good wall. Dodges out of Diablo stun, but also dodges out of Brightwing, whatever it's called. We get out. We're just stalling, right? They're not getting this seed, and we got 20. And now we call, and now a call is made to look for a fight. 20 is up for 5v4. We hard force this with 20s. Genji messed up. He used his jump when he didn't need to, so now he doesn't have it for Vala. We call to keep going. I think I can body block, and I believe I do. Yeah, it's pretty decent. At this point we need to get out. We're a little bit greedy there. Should be already out. Get caught. Genji is oblivious. amazing Dehaka ult. Gets their DPS, and Diablo has no cooldowns at this point. And we get a free kill for when we really shouldn't have. He is respawning though for Region Globe. And we call for the seed. By the way, the call was 2 people on the seed and the other people push. Their wave clear is very good. Maybe we could have played this better. Don't get the fort. That's unfortunate. We make a call for bottom. I believe I ask if we have Brush Stalker. I call it Burrow. Brush Stalker. We're still up 20s. We definitely invade this. This is our whole comp. It's 2 globals. 3 globals, really. And we're up 20s. This is the only time we really want to take a fight. 5v5. We're not over chasing, we're taking the camp, that's the priority. Or, sorry, it was taken by them, we're just clearing it. They go in and they get puked on by the Haka. 4-man silence. Amazing broken hero. Now Genji can't right-click this Vala for his life, he sucks. Finally, they get it. Focusing structure. The call is go core. Still up 20s. We focus core. We're ignoring him. We're just focusing core. Even with the stuns. Still ignoring him. Just core. Another great end. Another great finish. Recapping quickly. The whole point of this was to play macro with 3 global heroes. We don't want to take unnecessary fights. Probably don't really want to fight 5v5 most of the game. We have advantage on a big map like this with our globals. They don't have anything like that. We're also leveraging Genji. He's almost never on waves. He's just trying to look for harassment, even without kills. Everyone else is here for macro. Dehaka, just waves, clearing camps. Greymane is here to taking camps for us. And this is a multi-purpose hero. Also soaking, TPing, kills, multi-purpose. This was an example of execution of a macro strategy, and we pulled it off fairly well. As you saw, there was a lot of mistakes made, but macro-wise we did pretty well. And that's it.